This isn't going to be very long. I'm just, where'd my string go? Just hopping on here to update everybody. We're all fine. Chopper's got a freaking ear infection, which I'm working on. But other than that, we're doing pretty good. Hanging out, you know. Just wanted to check in, let you guys know everything's going okay. I was going to do it before it got dark, but I got distracted and decided to hop in here now. What's up, Chris? Made it home, huh? That's good. These darn cats. They're being sneaky. Hey, Six Banger, how's it going, man? Damn black cats are dangerous in the dark. It's like they can see perfectly, apparently, and they take advantage of it. And it's just like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'll get blindsided. Little boogers. What are you up to, Six Banger? I was looking around to see if anybody else was live tonight, but apparently not. I'm hanging in there. I always try to go with the motto, you know, no matter what's going on. Um, you know, things I don't like saying it because the last couple of times, but things are difficult, but they'll get better, you know? I mean, it's there's always it could always be worse. I guess I'll just go ahead and say it. Things could be worse. I ran into a guy today when I was down trying to charge my phone um, down by the park. You know, he he has nothing. I mean, he had what he had in his backpack, and people, every time he tried to leave it somewhere to do something, people were stealing his shit. So, um, you know, things aren't great, but a lot of room for improvement, you know? Hey, Andrew, how's it going, man? I just haven't talked to you guys in a couple of days, and the last time I was live, it was kind of a rough day. Um, I did get to my doctor's appointment, and they upped my meds, so I've been on the increased dosage for a couple of days now, and I'm feeling a little bit better. It seems like I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to check in, see how you guys were doing. Um, yeah, New Mexico, exactly. I mean, I own this. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it. It's kind of, you know, it's got its quirks, but it's mine. I own it. So it's just, you know, I don't have to worry about, you know, not having a place to be like a lot of other people do. So not having electricity, I mean, eh, pain in the butt a little bit, but it's all right. I gotcha. Let me try something here. Good to see you, cowboy. Yeah, exactly, Chris. You know, I've got a place to be. There's a lot of people out there that don't have anything. Andrew, not lately. The guy that I've been working with, he had to go to Chicago for a while. He had some stuff to do there, some family stuff. So not a whole lot going on with that right now. I'm looking to find something different, a little bit more um, for a little bit more money and a little bit more reliable. But you know, he helped me with what I managed to get rebuilt to the house. If it wasn't for him helping me, I don't know I still wouldn't have a roof or anything. I'd be in really bad shape. So um, you know, I do hours for him, and you know, half of it's for what I owe him, and then he gives me a little bit of cash that's been keeping our heads above water a little bit. But um, I've got some applications in, and I'm looking for some things. Hey, Deb, good to see you. I don't see your twin in here yet, Chris. Did you know you have a twin, Chris? He stopped by to visit us the other night. Yeah, odds are coward ass stuff. You know, he's not going to show up. He's just a coward that, you know, likes to take little cheap shots and play games when it's convenient for him. Um, Deb, I have plenty of blankets, and I also have three body warmers that I got Chopper that crawls under the blanket with me, and then the cats that use me as a pillow and stuff. So in the weather's, I mean, it's in the 40s, so it's not horrible. And no, Andrew, not a that particular troll isn't a cop, just a dirtbag.
Ah, where'd my flashlight go?
Ha, found it. Yes, Andrew, I am officially off grid now. Other than the cell phone, but yeah, my power and gas and stuff are off. Uh-oh. Oh, you got to be kidding me. No, not a pioneer. I'm way behind the times. Everybody else is modernized. I'm just, I'm slacking. And I mean, modern conveniences are nice and you kind of take them for granted. It's like you turn on a light to go into a room and see what you're doing and stuff. And, using them for so long, you forget about them basically, even though you're using them every day. And it's just when you lose them, you step back and go, huh, okay. Hold on, guys. I got to find a light. Ooh, watch it, cat. Haha, that one works. I mean, you definitely take it for granted, but it's not. Now, if it was brutally cold, like it was a couple of winters ago, when this time of year we had 20 and 30 degree below, then I'd be in some big trouble. But it's been in the 40s and stuff during the day, and it gets down to low 40s at night. So I mean, it's not dangerous. It's just not extremely comfortable. It's not. No trolls yet. That's unusual. Yeah, my thing that's got me the most concerned right now is Chopper with this thing going on with his ear. Um, I know he's got allergies to fleas and stuff, and he gets a rash, which I have Benadryl and antibiotics for, but he's never had a ear problem inside of his ear before. I don't know whether I'm not sure. I talked to the vet, and of course they say, "Oh well, you got to bring him in. And we got to do tests to let you know and stuff like that." And um, I'm just trying to keep it cleaned out as much as possible. And like I said, I've got some antibiotics for him and a little bit of Benadryl. So we're gonna see what happens for a couple of days and go from there. Yeah, oh yeah, Deb. Yeah, we know. We know he's watching. That's fine though. Shows a lot though that doesn't have the guts to come in here and be confronted or deal with people. Clove oil. I'll look into that tomorrow. Right now, I'm using a little bit of um, uh, it's a couple of drops of peroxide in water just to clean it out when it goos up and gets bad. I clean as much out as I can, and then I wipe some of the peroxide and stuff in there just to try to kill any bacteria or whatnot. I don't know if this is something different, if it's like ear mites or something like that, or if it's just part of his normal allergic reaction that he gets a lot of times that's doing something different. But cool, Chris. I appreciate it. What you got against my little battery? I mean, I get a whole 3 or 4 minutes of use out of that thing. Yeah, Deb, I know it's not comfortable for him. He shakes his head a lot. Um, but he doesn't seem like he's in pain. It just seems like it's annoying, and I think the goo buildup in there and maybe the rash are, like itchy or something. And that's why I've got him on the Benadryl, and that helps him a lot. He gets up in the morning, and then, or whenever he happens to get up, and then he goes outside and does his thing, and then I give him his treat with his Benadryl and his antibiotics in it. And I mean, I can tell by looking at him that it's a little uncomfortable and stuff, but just since I've been giving him the Benadryl and the antibiotics the last 2 or 3 days, it does seem to have improved a little bit. And then talking to the vet today, I'm going to call a different vet tomorrow and see if I can figure out something that I can make a payment plan of some kind, but we'll see what happens. But I've been watching the cats. They don't seem to be having any issues. So whatever it is, it doesn't seem to be contagious. Yeah, Andrew. And see the thing, he's got allergies, and a lot of times he breaks out in hives and gets a rash. He gets little bald spots on him, and then he goes on Benadryl and antibiotics for a few days, and then it clears up. They say it's flea dermatitis. He's allergic to fleas, so even with being on flea treatment, if he gets bit by a flea, that he breaks out. He gets a rash. He gets an allergic reaction. And I thought at first that's what this was, but I'm not 100% sure now. I don't know. The only thing that's been different is he was down playing in the water. You guys probably saw the videos. I'm hoping he didn't pick something up down there, but I'm gonna keep it cleaned out and keep him on his antibiotics and his Benadryl and monitor him over the next couple of days and see what happens. Yeah, Deb, that's the only thing that he's done differently. And if that water is icky and he got some in his ears, it seems like it was annoying him a little bit before that, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that the antibiotics and clear it up, whatever it is. We'll go a couple more days, and if it gets any worse or if it doesn't start clearing up over the next couple of days, I'm gonna have to figure out something to get him in. But the vet we've used for years, they have a policy that they won't see him unless you pay the office visit. So that's gotta, you know. Ow! You little son of a bitch. Cat got me again. Evil little monsters. Oh yeah, money, money, money. It's a good thing they make more every day, because you know. I like. Oof. gonna cry. I thought I lost my Mountain Dew. It was just hiding in the dark. That's really what I need right now at 8:30 at night is Mountain Dew, but oh well. It's never a bad time for some caffeine, right? Oh, good stuff. So anybody got anything fun or exciting going on? Yeah, she's looking for the other Chris. Chris, she's looking for, you know, she's looking for her toy. She was bullying him pretty good the other day. Like I said, I don't think he's going to show up. He's a little pussy ass. Deb's the only person I know that consistently calls people a booger. You're almost too polite for YouTube, Deb. And it's still where'd it go? Still 91%. Yeah, it happens to everybody, Deb. I have a potty mouth if I don't keep track of it. I get a little wound up, and every other word is a bad word. I did make my doctor's appointment the other day. Told her how things were going. Ow! Darn cat! And stuff. She doubled my daily, and then she gave me a different as needed. And they seem to be last couple of days seem to have been all right. I'm sorry, I just can't imagine somebody that calls people a booger having a potty mouth. But hey, why you gotta be so mean? Why you gotta be so mean? Huh? That's my foot. That's my foot. Leave it alone. Ow. I'm going to beat you up. And get my pit bull. I will get my pit bull. He will beat you up. You fat cat. Here's a fat cat. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Oof. That's not fair, dude. I can't even see it coming. He's a black cat, and I can't see him, and all of a sudden I just get bit. Jerk. I can't defend myself. You jerk. You jerk. Ow, ow, let go. Good grief. I have to put my steel toe boots back on. This is getting dangerous. Ow. Yeah, he kind of ticked me off too. There was he had 2 or 3 accounts in here. He came in under the Chris one at first, and then once he realized we knew he wasn't Chris, then he started being different and then came in under another one. But again, he's just a coward ass POS that, you know. Right, Chris? Like I said, with the weather, I mean, it's doable. If it got brutally cold, I'd be concerned about the water lines and stuff. But as long as it stays like this, I don't know. There, you know, it is what it is. I'll deal with it. Let's see if I can. Oops, nope, that doesn't work. I broke it. Yep, that's what I see too. I think YouTube counts as one because they always have their monitors. And then I have a phone on here. So that's 2, Deb 3, Chris 4, Andrew and yeah, I said you, Andrew. Oh, now it's down to 6. We scared one away. Yeah, it's possible somebody else is live, so he's out there pulling his bullshit on somebody else, or I don't know. No, not really, Chris. He just flat out told me he doesn't give a shit. He said you got a lot of issues going on, deal with them and don't get arrested. Oh man. Oh, usually I have like 75 lighters. And the only ones I can find don't work today. Go figure, right? I think the biggest inconvenience, or the thing that's gonna, yeah, Chris, the thing that's gonna bother me the most is the electric hot water heater. I do have a little propane thing, burner thing that I can put outside and heat up water on, but I don't like not having regular showers. But oh well, I deal with it. Yeah, no doubt about that, Andrew. Well, luckily I'm the only one that has to deal with my stink right now. I think the animals kind of like it. They like rolling on my dirty socks and stuff, so doesn't seem to offend them too much. So and like I said, when it becomes necessary, I can take my burner and my big pot outside and warm up a thing of water to be able to take my sponge bath. And I've got a bunch of um, those disinfectant wipe thingies that they were giving out for COVID. You know, the hand wipe things. I've got a couple of those things, so I can wipe down with those a little bit too. So it's what it is. I do need to find a damn lighter though. Sucks. So I usually have about 5 of them, but I can't find any of them that work right now. I got to make a couple of calls in the morning to try to no matches, Deb. I got to make a couple of calls in the morning. But then I think I'm gonna shut everything off for the day and grab a fishing pole and go sit at the river. Just contemplate the meaning of the universe. I don't know what the weather's supposed to be like. Hopefully it's sunny. Yesterday sucked. It poured rain all day long. Today wasn't too bad. It was cloudy, but it was dry at least. Yeah, Andrew. That's possible. It's what they did long before there were lighters and matches. Yeah, God bless it. Why? Ugh, evil. Ouch. Where'd you go, you little bugger? Oh, there you are. You were sneaking up on me again, weren't you? Uh-huh. You sit there, act like Mr. Innocent now that you're in the light, aren't you? You jerk. Uh-huh. He's like, nope, wasn't me. Wasn't me. Uh-huh. It was either you or your brother, which I don't see him right here, right now. Oh, yeah, never mind. I do see him. He's hiding behind the boot. I appreciate you, Chris. I appreciate all you guys, even on the worst days. Helps having you guys to chat with, rather than sitting here by myself, getting beat up by the critters. It's always good to have people to talk to. Oh, excuse me. think next time, though, for my next live stream, I'll do it during the daylight. I'm not gonna wait until after dark next time. That way, I don't have to use batteries and stuff. We can just actually use nature's light to see what's going on. Where'd it go? What did I do with it? That's true, Chris. You have a point there. That's why I don't do morning coffee streams. Hell, I'd probably sleep through it. Son of a gun. Not one of these things works. What'd you guys do with my lighters? Eh? I used to have a bunch of them, but every time you put something on the table or put something down, it disappears. Can't imagine what could happen to it. Uh-huh. Now that you're in the light, you're going to behave yourselves, huh? As soon as I turn that light off, though, my feet get attacked. Well, don't even have to turn the light off, and you don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ow, 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 ow. Be nice. Why you gotta be so mean? No. Ouch. Yeah, that's it. Beat him up. Jerk face. Jerk face. Did you get whacked in the nose, did you? Where'd he go? Yeah, you know, they're cheap entertainment. That's a good idea, Deb. To see if I can find the spare batteries for that thing. It's getting pretty dull. It's usually a lot brighter than that, but I think it takes double A's. I know I got a bunch of them around here somewhere. I just can't find them right now. I'll have to wait until morning. I'm going to pick up some of those, some more of those. I've got a couple, but I didn't get them charged good enough today. But I've got a couple of those solar powered, like those driveway lights. They recharge with the sun and then come on at dark. I've got a couple of those. I'm going to grab a couple more of them though. And like I said, they're all right. They work good enough to put enough light around to see, but I just didn't get them out in the sun in time today, so they didn't get much of a charge. But I will not make that same mistake tomorrow. Asshole. Yep, there's always tomorrow. Is that it? No wonder Chopper hides under the blankets. You guys are just mean. Meow. Well, it doesn't look like any of our little trolls have the balls to come in and run their mouths today. Not surprising. That's okay though. They're only entertaining sometimes. When you're in the right mood for them. They can be, I should say, they can be entertaining sometimes, but I can definitely do without them. I can definitely do without them. Yeah, Chris, McDonald's, you can do that at McDonald's too. Um, couple places. Um, from what I'm seeing though, I mean, this battery you brought me today, probably be good for a couple days. It's still 90% and I recharged everything. So, um, seeing as the only thing I'm using is the phones, it's doing good. This will probably keep me powered up for a couple days at least. And then figure it out after that. I'll go down to the river, and I know they've got a lot of plugins. The city has a lot of plugs that they plug Christmas lights and stuff in along the river and everything. My understanding is they don't want basically homeless people and stuff using them, so they've been shutting them off. But I'm gonna wander around tomorrow and see if I can locate any of them that are working, and I'll work it out. Uh-oh. Did they get you, buddy? Did they get you? They did, didn't they? You guys are evil. They're in there picking on Chopper now. Shutting it off for 3 days due to upgrades. That just that sounds like the city of Elkhart. Yeah, that definitely sounds like the city of Elkhart. Don't do it. Don't do it, dude. What? You think you intimidate? Well, you do a little bit, but why? Jerk. Yeah, me too, Chris. Me too. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna see if I can find a darn lighter. I know I have to have some around here somewhere. I just don't know where. Get out of the way. See this? Look what they did to me. They're evil. Scratch me all up. Evil, evil little monsters. No luck with a lighter, though. I found one! And it works! Awesome. Right, Deb? I don't see I'm not sure if you can have a wood stove in the city limits. They have a code for just about everything, and I don't see any place inside the city limits that has a wood stove. So I'm not sure if they allow it or what the deal with that is. But yeah, I would love to use a wood stove. Like you said, you can use it for heat and cooking, and that's one thing I haven't had a shortage of around here is firewood. All the damn trees falling on my house. But yeah, I'd have to check into it more, but I'm not sure that you're allowed to have wood stoves. I mean, you can't even have a bonfire. You're not even allowed to have a bonfire in your yard inside the city limits. Yeah, and I mean, I don't understand why they, because I don't know. I guess they say wood smoke effect. I don't know what their reasoning for it is, but I was pretty sure that they didn't allow wood stoves. Whether they say it's a health hazard or a fire hazard or what the deal is, I'm not sure, but it's ridiculous. They put so many rules on people, what you can and can't do on your own property. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, but I mean, I don't know. He lives in the city of Elkhart, or does he live outside of the city limits? Because I know, like 10 miles away, there's places with wood stoves and fireplaces and stuff, but I'm not sure inside of the city limits if it's. Yeah, I'm not sure how it is with the zoning and stuff, but like I said, I can't even put a bonfire pit in my yard and have a bonfire outside. So I don't know. Okay, yeah, that's the county. So hey, Canada, not much. We're just chilling, kicking back and relaxing. We were actually fishing for some trolls, but they're too scared to come in tonight, so we're just chatting. Yeah, it's a little dark. It's what after it's almost 9 o'clock. It's nighttime. How you doing, Canada? Still in the hospital? Or are they letting you out for a few minutes? Yeah, Canada. They shut it off. Yeah, Deb. That ain't no joke. Chopper's a target now too, though. I just heard him walk out into the living room, so maybe they'll start picking on him and leave me alone a minute. I'm sorry to hear that, Canada. I hope things improve for you pretty soon. You've been dealing with that for a long time. Yeah, wait a minute. I bet you since he came out to join us, I'll show you the star of the show. He's over there chilling. I think the antibiotics and stuff are helping. He's not he's not shaking his head as much. You can see his ears still red and icky inside, but um, we'll just have to see. Now I got a lighter that works. Now the cigarette won't stay lit. Yeah, maybe a sign, right? Yeah, Canada. I know that you gone in for a few checkups and stuff, and they've wanted to keep you for a few days and tie you down. And yeah, I'm just like I said, I'm hoping and praying that they get it figured out and get you healthy again. Oh, Jesus. Where the hell did you come from? Why do you guys do this to me? Why? Holy cow. Been on here an hour already? Time flies, doesn't it? Yeah, it's funny. Me and Chris were talking, and he was saying I should monetize my YouTube and stuff, and we weren't sure, so he checked into it, and yeah, that's not gonna fly. They they have too many rules. I know most people with smaller channels and stuff, if they monetize, I mean, they might make $100 a year or something like that. There are, however, certain people that made it big that, I mean, there's people making hundreds of thousands of dollars off of YouTube. That's just crazy. I mean, making videos going fishing or of different stuff like that, and going on vacation and whatnot, and you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's just wow. Moose fever or beaver fever. You gotta watch Deb, Canada. She's a bully. Deb's a bully. Or as she would say, a booger. She can be a booger. That's probably why my troll didn't come back. Deb scared him. Was mean to him. Uh, yeah, I didn't look at the numbers, Chris. A lot of people say, "Oh, thumbs up, thumbs up." It helps it does help the algorithm as far as distributing it to more people, but that's not why I use YouTube. I just, being by myself and stuff, I like just having it so that I can come in here on nights like tonight and chat with you guys. I'm not looking for thousands of people and all that stuff. Just, 3 or 4 people I feel comfortable with that I like talking to. Yeah, he is a wuss, Deb. And his little minions too. I think they realize they can't really trigger anybody in here. And that's what they like doing. They like going in and making nasty comments and stuff like that and getting people upset and causing drama and stuff. And they know it doesn't really work in here because nobody gives a shit about their stupid asses. So yeah, Chris, we did. And that's, it works good for me. It's basically like uh, a group meeting. We can just sit here and talk and have a good time, enjoy each other's company for a while. And, I don't need hundreds of people in here doing all this stuff. It's nice just to have 3 or 4 people talk to and bouncer slab. I wouldn't. I'd be careful. I think Deb might have rabies. You might want to. Might not want to let her nibble. Oh, I hate it when that happens, bouncer. How you been, though, brother? I haven't seen you in a few days. I haven't even seen you in really any other live streams in a few days. I think the last one I saw you was in what was it, in Roadhogs? Yeah, bouncer. That's also the good thing about YouTube. You can have you can talk to people and communicate with them and interact with them and stuff, but it's not like being at a bar or something like that, or at a party at your house or something like that, where you gotta figure out a way to disconnect with them. All you gotta do is push a button. No, not this time, Chris. We're good on the trials for now. Maybe later. Maybe another day. Might have to talk about some domestic violence going on, though. Little buggers. Chris, I believe I'd have to look at it, but I think they're good until I want to say it's the end of April. I think you have to renew them the beginning of May, I think. My 2022 will still be good though. It's sometime in April that it's good too. And those, they're $12 for a year long. It doesn't. Even if you buy it the last 3 days, it's $12. But you pay the $12 and you're good for the entire year. So they're pretty inexpensive. I used to ice fish all the time, Bouncer, when I lived up in northern Michigan. A lot of little lakes and stuff up there. I used to go out and fish on a lot of them. I even ice fished on Lake Michigan a couple of times. We fished, the whole lake didn't freeze over, of course, but you'd get ice up to a mile offshore around the piers and stuff, and we'd go out and off the beaches and stuff and fish the ice for steelhead. Yeah, I haven't, since I moved down here, I haven't been ice fishing once since I moved down here. There's really no place that the fishing interests me enough to sit out there and freeze my ass off doing it. Barkston? No, I haven't heard of that one. Okay, yeah, Bouncer. Yeah, here and in Michigan, if you want to fish trout lakes or trout streams, you have to get the upgrade, which doubles the price. But for just a basic fishing license, it's like either 12 or $15, and then another 12 or $15 if you're going to fish trout lakes or the Great Lakes or something like that. But I have to get a backup flashlight so I can use it to find my damn flashlight half the time. Oh, Chris, up in Houghton Lake, Higgins Lake area where I grew up, yeah, I mean, that was nothing. Everybody drives their vehicles out there, but back then, 20, 30 years ago, it was actually cold. You'd actually have like 2 or 3 feet of ice. And I mean, that's a lot of ice. They had a festival up there every winter. It was called Tip Up Town. I'm pretty sure they still have it, but just a humongous carnival that they set up on the lake. There was one year I remember, and again, this was 20, 30 years ago, probably closer to 30 years ago. They had more than 29,000 vehicles parked on an area of the lake, and the ice actually started sinking. It didn't break or anything, but they had so much weight on it that it just started pushing it down, and water started coming up through the cracks and stuff. And they had like 2 or 3 feet of water on top of the ice. It was crazy. Minnesota. I've heard a lot of stories and stuff about fishing in Minnesota. I hear that's really good area for like trout streams and stuff. A lot of really good trout streams um, around that area. Okay, walleye. Yeah, that maybe because I grew up on Houghton Lake and that was the main fish besides the crappie for that lake. We had a lot of really good walleye fishing, so that's what I grew up doing. But walleye is pretty much my favorite fish, especially if I'm going to eat them. Um, but the only thing with walleye is they're a good sport fish, a good table fish, but they're not really much of a fighter. You don't get unless unless you use really light tackle. They just walleye just don't give much of a fight. It's like pulling a big clump of seaweed off the bottom for the most part. They swim a little bit, but not too much spunk in them. Would you stay out of stuff? I don't understand these cats. There's actually in the spring, which coming up pretty soon, just right down here by my house at the bridge, we get some pretty good walleye fishing. Get some decent size ones, and you can get big numbers of them, of small ones and stuff. But like I said, there's not a whole lot of fight to them. If you use really ultralight tackle and stuff, you can make it interesting. But they are excellent to eat, though. Yeah, the electricity shut off. That's why we're in the dark. Oh, smelt. I love smelt. A lot of in the spring, a lot of the rivers and stuff up north where I lived, they'd come in the spring to spawn and whatnot. And we used to dip net them off the piers and in the mouths of the rivers and stuff. My favorite, though, was Higgins Lake. It's in Michigan. It's pretty much in the center of Michigan. It's right by Houghton Lake. We'd go there, and we called it smelt drinking because they'd set up entire towns of ice shanties and stuff out on the ice, put underwater lights out, and literally sit there and fish them with a fishing pole. Oh my God, it was such a riot. Everybody'd go out there and just, they'd make bonfires out on the lake and stuff, and everybody just party and have a good time. It was a riot. Oh yes, bouncer, beer battered smelt, just like nature's French fries. Mm. Lake Superior, yeah. Other than fishing them, most of my the smelt I fished, other than fishing through the ice with a fishing pole, my grandparents had a place in Arcadia, Michigan, and when we'd go up to visit them, we'd go down on the piers, the piers that stick out in Lake Michigan, and you put lights out there and you drop these big nets down and you just sit there and watch, and the schools of smelted come swimming by, and when they swam over your nets, you lift it up. Oh, Chris, you don't know what you're missing. Smelt are awesome. They are very, very good. What's up, fat dog? Trying to think. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever fished on Lake Superior. I was up in that area for a while, up by Sault Ste. Marie, in Kinchlow, but that I can recall, I never actually fished Lake Superior. I don't know, bouncer. Maybe let it go. Those could be those could be the new beefalo of the future. All right, brother. I appreciate you coming in here. You stay safe and have a good time, brother. I'll talk to you again soon, I'm sure. Oh yeah, no, you wouldn't want biting. No, you would not want cannibalist or what are the predatory sheep squatches running around. That could be dangerous. Oh, seriously? Huh. Well, that one didn't last. What are you doing, Fetty? What you doing, buddy? Go lay down now, buddy. Yeah, I'm going to too in a minute. Well, guys, we're almost an hour and a half in. I think I'm going to shut this down and call her a night. I appreciate all you guys for coming in here. Oh, sorry, squirrel moment. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'll give you an update tomorrow or so. Let you know how things are going. I've got to make some calls in the morning. Like I said, I'm going to try to just take tomorrow afternoon off and go down to the river for a while and try not to worry about anything. But if I find out any good news and stuff during my phone calls tomorrow morning, I'll be sure to let you guys know. I appreciate you. You all stay safe. Have a great night.